Hello my dear students, I hope all of you are fit and fine. So today we will be discussing the topics nouns, number 1 and number 2 unseen composition writing. Okay, unseen composition. We have already, I think you have learned these two things already, but today we will be revising these things. Okay, you have learned the chapter nouns, number with me, and another topic that has been taught to you by your previous teacher Upama Miss. But today we will be revising the things. Okay, because it is very much necessary. Revision is very much necessary for pre-half yearly examination, for any examination actually. So at first we will discuss nouns, number. Okay, so what did we discuss? How many numbers are there? There are two numbers, right? Singular number and plural number. In case of this discussion, we will discuss these two numbers, singular number and plural number. Now there are countable nouns and uncountable nouns. The nouns that can be counted, they are called countable, and that cannot be counted, that generally should be measured and cannot be counted. That is the main thing. Those are uncountable nouns. Now this singular noun and singular number and plural number, these are applicable. Both of these can be applicable, can be applied in case of countable nouns only. Uncountable nouns cannot have a plural form. Okay, so only a countable noun can have a plural form, but the uncountable nouns cannot have any plural form. Okay, so what is singular number? A noun is said to be singular, or it is in the singular number if it refers to one person or one thing. One person or one thing, it is singular when it is in singular number, and the noun refers to more than one things or persons or places, whatever it is, when it is in plural number. So when we will find the noun to be more than one, to refer to more than one things or persons or whatever, it will be in plural number. But when it refers to only one certain thing, it will be in singular number. It is considered to be in singular number. For example, I gave you an apple. An apple. Okay. So apple, here I gave you how many apple? One only. An apple means it indicates one apple only, not more than one. So here the noun apple is in singular number. But I bought apples from the market. Here apples, the word, the noun apples, it indicates more than one apple. So it is in plural number. And again I repeat, only countable nouns can have the plural form. Okay, only countable nouns can have the plural form. Now we need to know how to make a singular noun into how to transform a singular noun into a plural, into its plural form, or the vice versa. We need to learn certain rules. We have already learned, but we will discuss them briefly. Okay, first one, what did we learn? Most of the nouns, they add s at their end when they are made plural. We add s at the end of most of the nouns when we make them plural. Suppose rabbit, rabbits, door, doors, etc. Okay, in these cases what happens? DOOR, door, it is in singular number, we add s at the end, DOORS. Rabbit, RABBIT, we add s at its end, RABBITS. Thus we make the plural. Okay, the plural form of these nouns, most of the nouns. Okay, next one, nouns ending in a hissing sound. Hissing sound means which have s, double s, ch, sh, x, etc. at their end. Okay, there are nouns, there are words which have have these letters at their end, and in their cases we add es. We do not add s in their cases. So the nouns with a hissing sound at their end, we add es when we make them plural. Suppose branch, branch, we have ch at the end, so we will add es when we will make plural. branches. Moss, moss, again hissing sound, very clear. MOSSES. So ES will be added in case of the nouns which have hissing sound at their end. Okay, there are other examples also. I hope you have already read it, but you need to read more properly before the examination in order to prepare yourselves appropriately. Now, most nouns which end in O, they also add ES. Okay, the nouns which have O at their end, they also take ES when they are made plural. Okay, suppose volcano, VOLCANO. Okay, it will be ES. It will take ES when it is made plural. Volcano, volcanoes. Mango, mangoes, because they have O at their end. And what did you learn? What have you read? The nouns that have O at their end, they take ES when they are made plural. Okay, now the exceptions. Okay, as I said earlier, these exceptions are more important. Okay, everything is important, but they are more important. Suppose bamboo, it also has O at the end. In fact, double O. Not only single O, but also double O. But it will take S only, not ES. Another words, such words, photo, photos, piano, pianos. These are exceptions. They have O at their end, but they don't take ES. They take S only because they are exceptional examples. Okay. Next one, the nouns which have F or FE. What happens? The F or FE, these things get replaced by VES. Leaf, leaves. The F will be replaced by VES. Okay. Thief, thieves. Half, halves. HALF, HALVES. So the F will be deleted and another thing will come. Another group of letters will come. What is that? VES. Okay. But again, exceptions. There are certain words, certain nouns which have F at their end, but they don't. But those F's don't get replaced by any VES. They remain there. The F remains there, and only S or ES gets added. Generally, S gets added. Okay. Hoof, hoops. HOOF. Proof, PROOF. A very common word. PROOF. Proof, proofs. PROOFS. Only S gets added and the F remains there as it is. It doesn't get replaced by any VES. Okay. Remember the exceptional words always. There are other words also. Chief, chiefs. Gulf, gulps. Roof, roofs. So I am saying again that the exceptionals must be read with more emphasis. Okay, the exceptional examples must be read by you with more emphasis. Nouns ending in a consonant plus Y, they change the Y into IES. Suppose gallery, we all have gallery in our phone. GALLERY. Here the word ends with Y, and before Y we have R. R is a consonant. So when we will find a noun which ends in Y and that Y, before that Y we have a consonant, what happens? That Y gets replaced by another group of letters, and that group of letters is IES. Gallery, it will be GALLERIES. The Y will be deleted and IES will be added. added when it is made plural, when we will find consonant plus y at the end of the noun. But when we will find vowel plus y will be there as it is, and only s will be added, like boy, boys. Okay, there is a word story. Okay, story. Story. In case of story, we have ry, consonant plus y, so it will be stories. But story, storey. Here we have e plus y, means vowel plus y. It will be storeys. The y will be there as it is, and only s will be added. Okay. This is a very confusing example because the words generally are pronounced almost same. Story, story. So don't get confused. Okay. I remember in the worksheet that I provided while teaching this chapter, I think I had provided such a question and most of you provided the wrong answer. So be careful with that. Okay. Now, a few nouns form their plural by changing the inside vowel or vowels, like woman, woman. No s is added, no es is added, no other group of letters is added. Only woman, it becomes women. So man, here a becomes e when the word becomes plural. When we make the plural. So it is there inside the word. It is not at the end. It is not at the beginning of the word. The a that gets changed into e. It is inside. So that is why it is said that the inside vowel or vowels were goose, geese. Here double o, two vowels change into double e. Right? So vowel and sometimes vowels, more than one vowel get changed. Okay, during becoming plural. Okay. Next one, nouns consisting of several words add s to the main word. Suppose passerby. It is a single word but it consists of two words, passerby, and we have to find out, we have to realize which one is the main word. Passer is the main word, and in these cases when we make plural we have to add s with the main word. Okay, we have to add s to the main word. Passers-by. Okay, such other examples are stepmother, stepmothers. Here mother is the main word. But remember, again an important thing, more important, everything is important. Okay, man-servant. Here both man and servant, they are important. Both the words with which the whole word is created, both the words are important here. So it will be men, servants. Both will be made plural. Okay, with servant we will add s, and man will be men because the plural of man is men. Here the inside vowel gets changed in case of man and men. Okay. There are other words which do not take s, es, ies, anything. They totally change the form when they are made plural, such as ox, oxen, child, children, and there are words which do not change their forms when they are made plural, such as sheep, sheep, it remains sheep. It doesn't change its form when it is made plural. There are other words like dozen, score. They indicate dozen. They indicate 12 things, but we do not say dozens to indicate 12 things. We say 2 dozens when the dozen itself is indicating 2 or 3 dozens. At that time we use dozens. Otherwise no. When it is 1 dozen, though it is indicating 12 things, it remains 1 dozen. But when we say 2 or 3 dozens, it will be dozens. Yes. Now in case of fish and fruit, here fishes is not wrong. Okay, we use fish also as plural, we use fishes also as plural, but there is a difference. The plural form of fish is fish when it indicates a single variety of fish. Though it is plural, when it indicates a single variety of fish, the plural form remains FISH only. But when it indicates various varieties of fish, it will be, the plural form will be fishes. One of your friends, she sent me an email. Oh, sorry, she sent me a message and asked me this, and her explanation was very impressive. I want to say, like when we refer to three salmon fish. So here we are indicating three fish, more than one. But as all of them are salmon, a single variety, we will say three salmon fish, not fishes, because here we are referring to more than one fish of single variety. Here the variety is important. But when we say three fishes, tuna, salmon and hilsa, here we are referring to three varieties. Okay, three other varieties, different varieties. So here it will be fishes, the plural will be fishes. I really love the explanation. Okay, that's why I decided to say to share it with you. Now the same goes with fruit. When it refers to single variety, the plural can be used as fruit, and when it is used to indicate various varieties, it will be fruits. Now there are some nouns which cannot be made singular ever. They are always used in their plural forms, like trousers, spectacles, billiards, scissors, jeans, etc. and other things also, tongs. You have been I think you have already read them in your book and go through them minutely again. Cattle and people have the appearance of a singular form, but they are used as plural. Like cattle and people, these two words, cattle doesn't indicate a single cow. People doesn't indicate a single person, though they look singular because they do not have s or es or ies at their end. You may find that the words, they look like singular. They do not look like plural because they do not have s or es or anything. But no, though they look singular, the meaning, the form is singular. The appearance is singular, but the meaning, that is plural. Okay, in case of cattle and people. Next, there are words which look like plural. Mathematics, statistics, news, etc. They look like plural. Why? Because they have s at their end, but they refer to a singular noun. The meaning is singular. Okay. Now there are some words which are always used in singular, like furniture, scenery, etc. Okay. Now, okay, this is important. Number 8. Figures and letters are made plural by adding apostrophe s. A, the letter A. When we will make it plural, it will be A apostrophe S. Number 9. When we will make it plural, it will be 9 apostrophe S. Okay, so we take apostrophe S to make numbers and letters plural. Now, abstract nouns, like we have already discussed, we have already learned and revised abstract nouns. So I hope you all remember abstract nouns. They are not countable, obviously. So they have no plural form because only countable nouns can have plural form. Again, I am repeating. But some abstract nouns, again exceptional cases, can have a plural form as well, like decision, decisions, failure, failures, victory, victories, shout, shouts, etc. Substances or materials like iron, copper, wood, stone, paper, sometimes referred to as material nouns, they are also not countable. When these things are used as material noun, you have to find out whether in a particular sentence they are being used as material nouns or something else. only common noun. You have to find out, you have to realize the use in a particular sentence of these words. Suppose this house is built of stones. In this particular sentence it is wrong because material noun is not countable and the uncountable nouns can have a plural form. In this sentence, stone is the material with which the whole house is built. So here it is the material noun and it cannot have plural form. The perfect sentence will be this house is made of stone, not stones. But don't throw stones at anyone. Here stones, the word stone has not been used as any material to build anything. It is a common noun only. Okay, so it can be plural here. Now, there are many nouns that have both countable and uncountable uses, and like the bright lights of the city, and light travels very fast. The bright lights of the city means the lamp posts, the lights, tube lights, bulbs, etc. Okay, the so many lights that we can see around us. But the light travels very fast. Here it is uncountable. Why? Because here we are talking about the light that we cannot count. Okay, so you have to understand in these cases. There again I am saying that there is a box provided for you so that it becomes easier for you to see the things within one place. So go through the chapter very minutely. And in case of composition writing, okay, unseen composition writing, you will be given a topic, a picture or some points which we and you will be asked to prepare a composition to discuss that topic or to describe that picture, to describe those points, to build a writing on that point, on those points, provided points. So the word limit that you again and again ask, the word limit is 200 to 250 words. 200 to 250 words. It is the word limit for unseen composition, and your unseen, it should have a very attractive title, appropriate and attractive title. Okay, it is very important to give a title to your composition. And next, it should have 3 stanzas. The body should have 3 stanzas. The introduction, the main part, the body, and the conclusion. Okay, and the conclusion is very important to give your writing a completeness. So conclusion is very important. We cannot just omit that. So your composition, the body should be divided into 3 parts and the word limit should be 200 to 250 words. Conclusion is very important. Okay, a perfect conclusion, and the title also, it is very important in case of composition writing. That's it. These were your questions, and in the study material you will find the answers of the previous worksheet. Wait a minute. See, I am discussing the answers here. Number 1, I bought this dress for you. In this sentence, I is in nominative case and you, I think I have typed him. It will be you. Okay, you is in accusative case. Why? Which one are considered to be in nominative case? When the pronoun, we will revise the chapter, don't worry. When the pronoun is used as the subject, it is considered to be in nominative case, and when the pronoun is used as object, it is considered to be in accusative case. In case of subject, it is nominative. In case of object, it is accusative. Okay. So here, I bought this dress for you. Here, I is the subject. So obviously, I is in nominative case and you is the object, and it is placed after a preposition, and we have learned that even after a preposition, when a pronoun is used as object, it will be in accusative case. Okay, number 2, this pen is yours. In this sentence, this is a demonstrative adjective. Why? After the word this, we will find a noun pen. So, it is qualifying a noun I have said that whenever you will find a noun after this type of words, be sure that these are adjectives. Okay. Dash bag is this. I expected any one of you to give this answer, like this blank will be filled, it cannot be filled in with any pronoun, because after this there is a word bag which is noun, so it will be filled up with whose, which is an interrogative adjective, because after this word whose, it will take bag, which is a noun. Next, the minister himself came to the program. Here the word himself is emphasizing pronoun, because it is emphasizing the fact that the minister himself came, the subject himself came. It is emphasizing this fact. Let dash do our duties. Let us do our duties. It is in accusative case. Why? So, what is the subject? Actually, the subject here is not mentioned. It is hidden. You let us do our duties. So, us is the object. It is in accusative case. Two oxen were fighting. I have mentioned this just before some time. This is the man whom I met last year. Which phone did you buy? Here which is an interrogative adjective. Again it has, after which we can find phone. So it is true. In friendly letter the sender needs to mention his or her full name. No, only first name. So false. In friendly letter writing, the body of the letter should be divided into 3 parts. Yes. And there were some answers from the chapter personal pronouns, number, gender, case. 2 answers actually that needed some rectifications. Okay, I have rectified those answers and mentioned it in the study material. So go through the study material very carefully. Okay. Any other question, any doubt, do ask me freely in the live class. We will meet in the live class. For now, bye bye. Okay.